Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 here, back making another drawing video. So yeah, today's drawing video is on Froppy from My Hero Academia, and this was requested by Undertale is Awesome. It's like awesome, but O-S-E-M. So yeah, anyway, thank you so much for the request, and yeah, we're going to be drawing Froppy here, everyone's favorite frog girl. So, yeah, not much else to say, so let's get our pencils ready and let's jump in. Alright guys, so to start off drawing Froppy, we're going to start with a big circle, kind of like everything else we draw. And this is just going to be the gesture, so we're going to keep it very light. Just a big, decent sized circle like that. And now we're going to draw kind of, this is where her body's going to be. And then her arms will go out. She'll have one arm about here, and it'll go straight down. And then her legs will be, and then there'll be her knee. Goes down to her foot here. This one kind of goes out over here. Kind of goes down. Be about here. And again, like when you draw in the gesture, and like she has a big hand right about here. And then, but like again, when you draw in the gesture, you can keep it like really loose and just kind of like plan shapes out and stuff. Like you don't have to be super accurate with it, just kind of something that's nice and loose, just so you can like gauge where everything's gonna be, you know, like before you start drawing, like how big things are, where like the hands are gonna be. Stuff like that. Because I find a lot of people, like when they first draw, like start drawing, they just like go straight into like detail and stuff. And yeah, it's usually not the best way to do it. But like once you get something like that, we can kind of zoom in here. And we'll start off with her head. That's usually a good place to start. So we're going to draw the crosshairs. She's kind of looking off in the distance this way, and she's kind of looking up too. Once you get that down, we kind of draw in more of a head shape. Which kind of goes up like this, over, and the head kind of pops out like that. So we get kind of like a head shape right here, and again we kind of make the curve a little bit more. And then once we got that down, kind of erase some of this. Once we get that down, we can kind of draw on her eyes, which are just big circles. So there's one, and there's going to be one here. Again, we're not going to go into like super detail just yet, but now we're going to kind of draw on her head shape, which around the eye, it'll kind of curve in and kind of go out like here, and then kind of curve around for her cheek. I'll try to darken this up to make it more visible. And go in like this. Something like that. And then her nose will be about here. It's just a little bump, kind of like that. And then her smile is kind of just like this V, almost. Like that. And then we could draw on her tongue, which is just a curved line going out like this. Another one that kind of just hugs it. And then kind of like a circle on the end here for her tongue. And now before we start going into her eyes, we can kind of draw on her hair, which you kind of get like a V almost right here. And then it'll just go off into one spike here, and then the second spike. And then I'll curve over like this. And then very similar to kind of this shape, you just kind of get a line that kind of just goes down and over like this, and then breaks into a spike, and then you get another spike here, it goes down and up, kind of like that. And again, I'm going to keep erasing just to keep things clear. And then we could start drawing in the top of her head, which I actually like to start about here because it kind of angles off and goes this way a little bit. and then just kind of curves down and in like this. And this one just kind of goes down and over like that. And now we can finally draw on her eyes, which her eyes are pretty simple. You basically just follow the circle we made here. And you basically make almost a full circle, but you're going to kind of stop like about here. And then you're going to start from this angle, or this line, and then go all the way around. And then you're going to kind of darken it up like this. So the top of the eye is actually a lot darker than the bottom of the eye. And my voice is cracking like crazy. I should get a glass of water, but it's too late for that. We're filming. And then now we're going to do eyelashes, which are just like basic lines that go down here. Like that. And then same thing for this eye. We're going to draw a line that goes into a circle but doesn't connect. The top of the line is going to be thicker. And then the bottom of the line is just lines going off like that. And then for her actual eyes, we're going to just draw a big circle like this, and another one like that, and then put a half circle here, and a little circle on the bottom. A little circle, and then kind of just shade it all in. As I draw her eyes, this is pretty good. And then her eyebrows are just kind of off and over like this. So you draw a little curve line, and then just kind of a line hugging that one. Same thing over here. This one's going to go off in an angle like this. There you go. That's pretty much how you draw her face. Now we can kind of jump into her body, which actually we're just going to draw another strand of hair here. And it's basically just a spike that goes off like this, kind of covering her shoulder. And then there's another strand of hair that goes over and around like this. It just kind of goes up to where the tongue is. Like that. Now you can draw on her body, or kind of start drawing in her neck, which is kind of like this little tube. And again, it gets covered up a lot by the hair. So kind of like that. And then we're going to get a line going across and in, because she's wearing like a turtleneck, even though she's a frog. Ha 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 ha. So you can kind of draw that in. And then for her bust, we can kind of shape it a bit better. Kind of go in, kind of get like a V in the middle here, and then kind of curve it down. And then she has a strap going across, which is just a straight line going across. Then it goes up, and then over like that. And then it kind of goes up, and there's another strap that goes up here like this. And then you kind of see her shoulder about there. And now we could just kind of jump into this arm, which it's pretty simple. We're going to make it a little bit higher than what we have in the gesture. Just a curve line that curves down and in. And then when you get about to the elbow, that's about here, kind of curve it a little bit out and then in some more. I'm going to stop about here. And then this one, we're going to start about here. And it kind of blends in with the hair a little bit. But it's going to go down. And then again, when you get to the elbow, you're going to kind of draw the curve line going out. And then curve it in a little bit. And then go out and in. Just to show like the fold for the close. And then it'll go down and over like this. And if you want to, you can kind of draw another little curve line here to show. Just so like the fabric folding over and on itself. And now we could just jump into her hand right here. This hand's actually pretty easy. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to draw a circle that goes, or basically an oval, that goes around the wrist like this. And then it goes down and over. And now we're going to draw a rectangle that kind of go, or square, that kind of goes over everything. This is going to be the lock, like the belt lock thing on her, or belt buckle. That's on her wristband, and then a slightly smaller square inside the bigger square. And then just draw an oval right here for the lock. And then here you're going to draw like a C type shape, like that for the side, and then you just draw another little circle about here. Just show like the circles that it's missing, or the thing's not going through. And then for her hand, it's actually pretty much this shape. But basically what I like to do is I start off with a line here, and it curves out, kind of straightens out, and then goes in a little bit. And then just kind of curves over and around, up. And then this kind of just goes straight into the thumb, which just kind of curves in like that. It's like she's making like a fist. And then once we got this arm down, we can kind of just draw in the rest of her body, which starts with a curve line that goes down and in, and then kind of curves in like this. And then almost the exact shape as the wristband right here. We're going to draw an oval like that goes all the way around. And again, this leg's going to kind of hide it a little bit. And it's going to go down and over, and in. And then if you want to, you can draw a little C shape here, a little circle here. And that's pretty much all you need to do for that one. Now we could draw on her leg, which is kind of in front of everything. But we're going to start off with kind of like a straight line on top. Then it's going to go out, and then just kind of curve in like this. And then very similar kind of shape goes out, kind of curves in like this, up until this point. And then you're going to draw 3 kind of big circles right here. She just has like really webbed frog feet. And then just kind of follow the circle you made, kind of curve it in, and then go up. Same thing here, just follow the circle you made, curve it in, kind of connect it to that. And then this circle, you're going to follow it, and then it's going to go into a spike about here, like that. And then this one's going to go into a spike that goes about here. And then same thing on this one, just kind of goes into a spike. A little curve line there, just connecting the feet. And then just to finish this off, her kind of pants design, it goes into like a V, like that. And then just make another little V, kind of following that one. There's that foot. And now we're going to jump into her hand that's right here. I was going to say leg, but that's not right. So we're going to start about here, and kind of the gesture for this, it's going to kind of curve around and over like this, and her hand's just kind of like flopping down. So we're going to draw 4 circles like that, and then the thumb. And I just kind of just jump into the hand here. So basically I'm going to start about here, and then just draw a curve line going down and over. This is going to be the thumb, kind of goes out and then in. And then I'm going to start about here and draw her finger, which kind of goes out and then down and over. And she has like really big hands, so if they look kind of big, that's okay. And then here we're just going to draw a line going across, curve it a little down, curve it in, and then over, and then this one just down, over, and this finger won't be as long as the middle finger over here. And then we're going to start about here and just go into the last finger. Like that. That'll be the pinky. And then for this, we can just draw a kind of like a curve line that wraps around. And then if you want to, you can kind of draw a kind of square here. This will be the locket since we're looking at it from a different angle. And then a curve line going here, goes down. And then a little curve line here. This is like the buckle going through the strand going through the buckle. That's what I was trying to say. And then once that's down, we can kind of jump into this foot, which again, it really gets covered up. So it's just kind of like curve line here. We can see a little bit of the knee. It just kind of curves down. And then kind of, if you want to do like a gesture for this one, it just kind of goes over like this. And then you get like a big circle for the end here. And you just kind of curve it. Draw the circle, kind of curve it into the ankle right here. And then this just kind of goes over. and up like that. And then you just kind of mirror the shapes that we have here. Draw a circle and just kind of follow a line going up. Same thing here, circle, line going up like that. And then you just have to draw a little curve line that kind of follows the circle and goes up to the spike, very similar to these shapes over here. And then just a curve line here that goes into the leg. And just another curve line that goes over here. Finish off the legs, and now I think we just have to draw the shirt details, and I think we're good. So to start off, we're going to start about here and draw 2 lines going up like this. And they curve up over here. And then you kind of see it over here too. 2 curve lines, and then they get covered up by the hair. And then they're going to start about here, and you just draw another 2 curve lines that kind of follow the stomach. And then there's just 1 more curve line that goes all the way down the arm. And we're going to draw another one here. And just to make it look like the line's folding over the fabric, when you get to a curve like this, kind of offset it a little bit. So don't draw it like going down all the way. Just kind of start a little different position. Kind of gives the feel of like, oh, it's like going over the fold of the shirt. And yeah, I believe that is pretty much it. Don't think I'm missing anything. So yeah, I'm going to zoom out, and that's pretty much how you draw Froppy from My Hero Academia. A little bit more complicated. This was like a full body drawing, which I normally don't do, especially for anime characters. I usually just do like their head and just kind of cut it off. But for Froppy, I decided to do a full body, mainly because I found her in like this pose where it's like her body's really like scrunched down and not too hard. But yeah, anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed. Oh, and there's the picture we just drew. And here is a more inked version of Froppy. This is if you were to take like an ink pen and erase all the pencil lines and guidelines. You kind of have the finished product that looks like what you have on your left. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoy Froppy now. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns about this video, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. I will try my best to answer you back in the comment section. And if you guys have requests, I do take requests. This was actually a request. All you need to do is just leave what you want me to draw in the comment section below. I will take your name and what you ask, put it on my how to draw list, and then on Sunday when I make how to draw videos, I will just randomly pick one off the list. There's no rhyme or reason or anything. It's just what I feel like drawing that day. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. All that good YouTube stuff really helps me out. And tune in next Sunday for another how to draw video. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.